7:04.
November 1st meeting of the Berlin Board of Health being conducted on Zoom. Anybody and everybody that is willing and wishes to participate will be allowed, and a recording of the meeting will be available. It's kind of SOP for the last 2.5, almost 3 years now. Agenda. All right, Bill, you want to start with what you have, please?
If we could we jump to Jack since he's here?
Oh,
And,
sure. No, good point. Good point.
We've got Sawyer Hill Road on the permit section. And we
And
can
I
get him moving.
suppose you'd like to see the drawings.
You want me to, do you want me to share my screen?
Jack can do that magical color screen if you really want to be impressed.
Yes, Jack, please.
Here we go. All right, can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay,
The
so
drawings I was sent were not that pretty.
no, this is actually my AutoCAD drawing, so it comes up nice with nice colors and everybody can see what's going on.
Can you start submitting the plans like that, Jack?
Well, if Jim and Annette would let me, I would. So we were in front of the board at the beginning of this year. I think it was either February or March. This is lot number 3 off the common driveway off of Sawyer Hill Road, the old Plastrage parcel.
Okay, yeah.
We had, if you can see where my cursor is, we have a primary area and a reserve area. And when we originally came in, we had trenches for both of them. And they've built the house, they've got everything pretty much in place. They're still doing, they've got another 2 months of interior work to do, but now they're getting ready to do the grading on the outside and get the system in place. They came to me with the original design and said, geez, we're gonna have to raise part of this turnaround in order to get the fill and grading to work for the trench system. And they didn't want to touch it because it was already paved, and they didn't want to have to lift up. It was basically this left side of this turnaround where my cursor is, that they would have to bring up about a foot or so, which would mean ripping out the pavement in that corner or that half of that corner, re-graveling it and then repaving it. So I looked at putting a Presby in, and that's what I have in front of you. It is in the same area. The bottom of this Presby line where my cursor is was at the edge of the lowest trench. And we got a 7-line Presby that's in here. We keep the grading off for that driveway and leave everything the way it is at that turnaround. And we have a nice gradual slope up that driveway to the house location. So that's basically the only thing that's changed on the plan. If anything, we've pulled it a little bit further away from where this, if you can see in purple, there's an existing culvert that picks up the country drainage on this side of the right side of the driveway as you're heading back up. Comes through a catch basin, through a culvert, and then through a stone riprap swale out to a detention basin that's down in this area. So again, other than the system going from a trench system in fill, we've put a Presby system in fill, and it pushes that fill, keeps that fill away from the edge of the proposed driveway. So the grading stays as it is out in the field right now.
Okay, I don't have any questions relative to that. Those changes strike me as being reasonable. Bill, do you have any technical issues?
No, I do have to complete my review of the plan, but this is similar to that lot on Linden Street where Mr. Sweeney came in and it was a trench system and they redesigned it as a Presby.
As a Presby, okay.
To reduce, breakout fill, things like that. Yep.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I would have to say I have no issues with it either. I mean, it's in the same location. The protocols are basically being followed. So this is a new plan, so I suppose we need to vote on it. Sue?
Aye.
And I will say aye as well. So this change to a Presby is approved.
All right, so I'll draft a permit and sign it for the board once my review's done.
Please do.
All right, I appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you, Jack.
For bringing
Okay.
up the drawings.
Anytime, anytime. Talk to you later.
Good night.
Good night.
Aye. Since we have everybody here, should we just,
We should, I'm gonna say we should jump to Victoria.
yes, that's
Yep.
what I was going
Yeah, I
to.
just gave 7:15 as a time on the agenda, but the time isn't critical like a hearing.
Right. Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Victoria.
Victoria.
Hi. So I'm back again. The only reason why I am back is with checking with Jenna Montgomery from the Neshoba Boards of Health. After the presentation I did with you guys 2 weeks ago, you guys need to just take a formal vote for exception for the mobile harm reduction and syringe service program for it to go through.
Okay, I will propose that the board approve the mobile harm reduction program. I make a motion.
Okay, I guess I will second that then. And all in favor, Sue,
Aye.
and myself is an aye as well.
Perfect.
So it is approved.
All right, I am literally sending you the letter as we speak. So you just would need to fill in for Berlin. And then I think only one of you needs to sign it. So
Okay.
then it can just, and when it's done, just let me know. You can either leave it in my box or just scan and email me a copy and we can get it off. It's got to go to Boston. So we'll get it.
Oh, all right.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, Victoria, have a good night.
You guys as well. Thank you all very much.
Okay. Back to our agenda and what you have, Bill.
You're gonna have to give me a hand. I don't have an agenda in front of me, so if you just
Oh,
want to hit
okay.
those topics.
Coburn
Uh,
Road,
Go ahead, Sue.
Coburn Road.
Coburn Road's on there, just kind of to put the pressure on me to get that letter drafted regarding getting that operation moved prior to license renewal. People are aware of it, but I, again, just need to get it in print. So keeping it on the agenda keeps the pressure on me. I just haven't been in the office to get any letters drafted lately.
All right.
Well, Bill, I'm gonna have to bring you over here and make you rake my yard for an hour. If you don't do that.
I'll send my son.
Oh, wow.
All right, Bellevue Road.
All right,
Bellevue.
Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, I was gonna say, this is on, Paul, I think you're gonna attempt to talk to that Attorney Bailey to see
Yeah,
what
this
timeframe.
is still on me. I haven't been able to connect with the attorney. I will continue to do so because I mean, it's probably close to 3 weeks ago when I emailed him asking him for a email summary of what he had talked to me about in terms of finding out which end was up with the potential client and his former legal associate, and haven't heard from
Okay.
him. So he will get a call from me again tomorrow.
Yeah, this makes sense instead of just picking a 30 or 60 day window and having that hearing continued. At least if we get an idea or time frame from him, we'll have that discussion and see where he stands with that client.
Correct. Yep, I agree.
Okay, and the next three things we had on the agenda were Title V letters. for
Yeah, again,
61
pressure.
Summer Road.
Pressure on me, 57 Summer and 8 Keys we looked at last meeting, and again, we just need some clarification on the high groundwater estimate on the reports. In 61 Summer Road, I came across that file when I was looking for 57 Summer Road and realized we sent them a letter requiring a Title V to be done within 30 days, like 2 years ago. So we'll have to send a stronger letter.
Okay.
And that's 57 summer, you said?
Nope, 61,
Oh,
57
61.
summer and 8
I'm
keys
sorry, yeah, yeah.
for the
okay.
groundwater, and 61 summer was a property owner change with no Title V.
And the last thing, that concludes all the things on the printed agenda. And this next item is really for Donna and myself. Want to, Mary Arata sent us some stuff from other town websites for the mattress and textile ban that started effective today. And Donna and I are going to try to get them up on the website.
Okay.
Excellent.
But we're
I
still,
admit I haven't had a chance to review that information, so I will, but I trust your judgment.
well, I'll take a look at it also. On the news tonight, they're saying anybody who brings a mattress to a collection site only has to pay $35. And it's like,
Uh-oh.
yeah, that was on the Boston news. So
Well, are we
Yeah, but
gonna,
we have to pay for transportation. We're having to buy a container.
yeah,
You know,
I'm gonna stick with a 50 until somebody tells me to raise it.
they, I think they already have told you to raise it.
that's okay.
And
But
that's,
no, I think 50 is where we need to be right now until things shake out more.
and that's all I have.
Wow. Bill, do you have anything upcoming that,
Next
Is
meeting,
noteworthy?
another tobacco permit, again, October 31st is expiration, so we should see those coming in. If not,
Hmm.
we usually send out reminder letters, November, December, if we haven't seen them.
right, okay, okay.
Oh, speaking of tobacco permits, what about the guy who was in violation that didn't send in that second check? I think that one went by the wayside. He had the
That'd be
two,
Joan Hamlet's follow-up, I would think.
right,
We'll Send her an email.
okay, because we never got the second check and he said he was just gonna give up his license or something, but I don't know if.
Well, that's
Well,
great, but he would still owe the
that was
fine.
at the Senny development, the
Yeah.
package store, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Okay, should we follow up with Joan on that then maybe?
If you find an old email from Joan, just send her off a reminder, or maybe just question the status, because they should
Okay.
really be following up on that. Because,
Okay,
that they do the inspections, they issue the orders, so they should certainly be the ones following up on the fine.
all
Yeah,
right,
they're the dog that wags the tail.
all right. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
Now, there'll be a resident in to see you Saturday morning, Donna,
Oh, good.
because she wanted to grab that dump sticker and then go right to the dump.
Is it a new resident or?
Nope.
Okay. She's just very late buying a sticker?
Apparently,
Okay, she could have gotten it at the dump.
I was gonna tell her that, but I didn't want to speak out of turn. I don't know the specifics well
Oh,
enough.
no, that's okay. All right, I'll be there Saturday, 8 AM,
All right.
and I'll put the sign on the door because I
Yeah,
have
thanks for that note, because it was helpful today to tell her the days and the times.
yeah. Well, that's okay.
Yeah, I've talked to Sue and Donna, Bill. One of the things that I'm working on is kind of a cheat sheet and cliff notes, if you will, about the Board of Health, the transfer station, curbside collection, all that kind of stuff, because I know Mary Arata gets a bunch of calls and sometimes she knows the answers, sometimes she doesn't. So
Yep.
trying to put something in hard copy that we can disperse to the general public in various ways so that the information is consistent and available.
Yeah, that makes sense, because we certainly get a share of calls on our voicemail, which I obviously, field to the board, but if there's something basic I can answer, I will.
Right, right. I mean, you shouldn't have to deal with some of it for sure, but the wheels turn slowly sometimes.
As long as they're turning, right?
and your finger isn't caught in the gear. All right, does anybody have anything else?
No, sir, but I can make a motion to adjourn this meeting if you would
Could
like.
you now? All
I
right,
could.
all right. Well,
Somebody
if you
second
make
it.
the motion, I'm kind of obliged to second it.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
And I will second that motion and ask for a vote, seeing as how this is public. Sue?
Aye.
And I will say aye also. This meeting is officially adjourned.